You're watching KCRG TV9. Now, from your 24-hour news source, this is KCRG TV9 News at 6.
2 people are injured tonight after a car crashed into a house on the southeast side of Cedar Rapids. It happened near 15th Street Southeast on Washington Avenue. Our crew on the scene says ambulances took 2 people, including the driver, to a nearby hospital. Police say they tried to stop the driver of the car for a traffic violation about 2:30 today, but that's when the driver sped off. A Cedar Rapids city bus traveling on 15th Street hit the car. The car then spun and hit the house. Police have not announced any arrest at this point. We received many calls about this crash and we appreciate it. Remember, when you see news, call Newsline 9. That's 319-365-9999. The 12-story Roosevelt apartment building on First Avenue Northeast in downtown Cedar Rapids was the scene of a rescue this morning, but that was planned. It's part of a larger mission to train crews to work in high-rise fire situations when gravity and dangerous heights are in play. KCRG TV9's Jill Caspery takes us there.
Downtown Cedar Rapids was crawling with firefighters this morning.
One bill in the Iowa Senate is taking a longer look at pregnant workers. The bill would make it mandatory for employees to shift work responsible for pregnant workers if they are not physically able to complete the tasks. Supporters say the bill will allow pregnant women to stay on the job longer. The bill now goes to the full Senate. Recent maps released by the UIHC shows prevalence of cancer in Iowa. The red areas are the highest levels of cancer. The maps show that cancer rates are much higher in the rural areas of the state than those in the city. Doctors point to these areas having lower incomes and some not having access to proper health insurance.
It's clear across the country that individuals that are the most disadvantaged have a higher incidence of cancer. Cancer is found in those populations at a more advanced stage, and the chances of being cured of cancer in those populations is lower.
Doctors with that center also stress that people with lower incomes showed a tendency for a less nutritious diet and higher instances of smoking. People packed a parking lot today to get tested for diseases they may have contracted from an Oklahoma dentist. Health officials say that Dr. Scott Harrington didn't properly clean his tools and reused vials and needles. He allegedly allowed unlicensed assistants to give anesthesia and used medications that expired 10 years ago. More than 7,000 people are being tested for hepatitis C, B, and HIV. One of the dentist patients tested positive for both HIV and hepatitis C, which led to the investigation. Patients say they are shocked.
An 8-year-old, how do you look at her and be like, you could have AIDS or HIV?
The dentist surrendered his license earlier this month. No charges have yet been filed against him. Showing off the Easter Bunny's eggs a day early, we'll show you the Easter showcase that has everyone ready for tomorrow. Plus, a surprise of note here in Iowa over this news. Former Hawkeye baseball coach Steve Alford heads out to a former with lots of former glory. And it's not Indiana. Stay with TV9.